Okay, I've made tons of tanks, tons. This tank right here, I would say is in my top maybe 3. I've been working on it for about 6 months now. I have a ton of shrimp in here, mostly cherry shrimp, the called cherry shrimp, and the some pure, some Bloody Marys. I think there's probably a blue velvet in there. But I have these Ember Tetras and some other nano fish. You know, I've always been like a shrimp person, but I wanted to find or make a tank with fish to coexist with the shrimp. And these Ember Tetras obviously they don't bother the shrimp because they're about the same size. Maybe they'll eat the babies, but who knows? But there's probably about 200-300 shrimp in there. Probably about 50 or so Ember Tetras and some other nanos. The plants, I don't have anything planted in the ground. All the plants are attached to the driftwood or whatever rock. I think I have some dragonstone in there. Can't even see it. But I have the bunch of Java moss and sawasatang, so the shrimp can hide when they have their babies. And you see how they're like, I don't know what calls it, as schooling, they're shoaling together. But I think it's a fantastic tank. Then I have some pupils growing out the top, out of the hang on the back filters. I have 2, just make sure it's adequate filtration and the intakes are both covered. And it's right next to my gaming PC, so I get to look at it all the time. But yeah, this tank, I mean, it's phenomenal. And I don't even use tap water. I use RO water, and then just use the shrimp salt in there. Not the bee shrimp, but the other one, because I don't have any Caridina shrimp in here. But everything is going great. It's such a joy to look at. And the booths, they're actually doing pretty well. They're growing. But everywhere you look in here, you see shrimp. There's shrimp all over. I have a couple of rillies in there too. They think I'm gonna feed them. You know, all this time I've been dealing with shrimp and decided to get some fish. The personalities, I mean, I had fish when I started years ago, but you know, they have a little bit more personality than shrimp, I have to say. And this is only a 20 long. Now I'm like, oh my God, maybe I should do a 40 breeder, or maybe I should do a 50. 50s are too high. I'd rather do, if there was such thing as like a 50 long, I would definitely do that. I'd rather the longer tanks, not the real tall ones. But yeah, now I'm inspired to do more nano fish. I don't care for the gigantic big fish that just devours everything, but the nano fish, I'm definitely into that now. I want more. I could probably fit about 20, 30 more in this tank too, but I definitely want more.